Chapter 1. The Noblest of Deeds. Out in the countryside, Masculus met once more with the young maiden Rayleigh Desprato. A lady of the court, Miss Desprato had fancied Masculus for many moons before fate would bring them together on this night. Within the dwellings of her father's country manor, whilst he was out for a 2-day hunt, Masculus serenaded the fair maiden with passionate music from distant lands. As the fireplace crackled softly behind them, warming their backs, Masculus's manly gaze warmed young Rayleigh's heart, and a stirring began deep within her, awakening feelings of anticipation she had never felt before. As they sipped upon wine into the late hours of the night, Masculus regaled Rayleigh of his time spent traversing the countryside by horseback, sailing across the seas, and other fine manly deeds that women love to hear of.
"Oh, Masculus, I love being with you so much. I hope we can spend nights like these together for all our years to come,"
Desprato told him, daring to yearn for his feelings to mirror her own.
"My sweet Rayleigh, this night has been one that I truly cherish, of that I am certain,"
he replied.
"Oh, Masculus,"
she feigned in delight.
"I love you too. At daybreak, we should ride out to meet my father and ask for his—"
"Sweet Rayleigh, let us not spoil this moment with talk of the morrow, when the now is so ripe to savor. For it would be but a sin to squander this precious time we have before us."
Masculus set his drink down beside him and leaned back in his chair.
"Come hither, my dear. Seat yourself upon mine throne, and I shall bestow within you the pleasures that await betwixt your thighs."
As soon as the words left his lips, her body obeyed like that of a dog to its master. She was wholly his in that time, freely submitting to his bidding, knowing no greater pleasure than to be in his presence, engulfed in his embrace, mounted upon his magnificent manhood. So full was her heart from that moment. If he had won a tournament in her honor, if he had gifted her riches beyond her wildest dreams, if he had rescued her from a curse with true love's kiss, he could not have bound her more wholly to him. For Masculus had delivered so glorious a blessing unto her. A soft rain fell from the heavens above, as even the gods themselves wept of sheer astonishment. It was then that Rayleigh would leave her maidenhood behind, blossoming into a woman that very night. After many hours of passionate ecstasy that Masculus selflessly lavished upon her, Rayleigh slipped into a slumber so deep and peaceful, the likes of which she had never known. Upon waking in the dawn's light, Rayleigh turned to find Masculus by her side, but alas, he was gone. Saddened and aghast with desire for her new love's touch, she nearly cried out in anguish, but just at that very moment the memory of how fantastically Masculus had ravished and pummeled her filled her mind, and sensations of nostalgic bliss washed over her body like a wave across the sea. Later that morning, when Rayleigh's senses had returned to her control, she rushed to check the stables where Masculus had kept his stallion, but found herself unable to stand, let alone walk. Unknowing of what else to do, she turned to her nightstand, grabbed a quill, and inked out her heart's most deepest desires.
"Dearest Masculus, you doth have my heart, my love, for now and for all my days to come, for you have earned it rightfully and deservedly so. Your wise, caring words melted the gloom and despair my mind had come to know too well. Your strong yet tender touch was the key that freed my body from the prison it had been locked inside of. Now I grasp what it truly means to be a woman, as you alone have shown me with your loving patience and thorough guidance. Thank you for all you have given me, my love. Be assured that no other man could ever take the place you now hold within my heart. Though the mere thought of waiting to see you is nearly unbearable, I shall content myself with the memory of our divine union. Know that I eagerly await your return, staying faithful until that day, no matter how long. Always and forever yours, Rayleigh Desprato.
That's it for this installment of the Tales of Masculus. Tune in next time to discover what adventures lie ahead. Will we learn where Masculus disappeared to? Will he receive the former maiden's letter? Will he return to bed, young Rayleigh, before her next moon's blood is upon her? All that and more when we return with the Tales of Masculus.